Listen closely. A shift is happening right now, one that will touch every corner of your life. The equinox is more than just a date on the calendar. It is a moment where day and night stand in perfect balance, where light and shadow meet in quiet harmony. And at this precise turning point, the people closest to you may reveal truths that have been hidden beneath the surface, truths that could change how you see them and yourself. In this video, we will explore the subtle signs in those around you that often go unnoticed after the equinox. You will learn how energy shifts, quiet behaviors, and fleeting gestures can unveil deeper intentions and hidden alignments. These are not the things everyone talks about. They are rare, overlooked patterns that reveal character, purpose, and even the trajectory of your relationships. By watching till the end, you will gain tools to read these signs with clarity, to discern the true nature of the people in your life, and to align yourself with those whose presence strengthens your spiritual path. This knowledge goes beyond surface interactions. It is rooted in Shaolin principles of observation, mindfulness, and personal mastery, combined with practices that sharpen your inner vision and intuition. Some of the moments you will notice are so subtle they almost escape perception. The flicker of an expression, a pause in speech, a shift in energy. Yet these moments carry messages from the universe, reflections of balance or imbalance, guidance meant for those awake enough to see. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire, a space where ancient wisdom meets modern awareness. Subscribe now and step into a journey where every encounter, every sign, and every quiet detail becomes a doorway to self-mastery and spiritual clarity. Your path begins here. Energy moves silently, yet it leaves footprints in every word, every glance, every pause. I am SHI HENG YI, and the people around you are not just companions or acquaintances. They are vessels of shifting forces, reflecting the currents of the cosmos. After the equinox, these forces stir more visibly, whispering secrets about who they are, who they follow, and how aligned they remain with their own path. Notice the subtle ripples. A friend who once spoke with clarity may hesitate, their words carrying a weight that was not there before. A partner may act with unusual patience, or perhaps a fleeting irritability that seems to appear from nowhere. These are not random moments. They are shifts in energy, delicate signals that reveal alignment, or the lack of it, with the greater flow of life. Focus is another messenger. Someone deeply grounded may shine brighter in their actions, moving with purpose and calm determination. Another may falter, distracted by unseen currents, revealing a disconnection from their inner truth. These signs often escape attention, because the world teaches us to look only at surface behavior, not the subtle movement beneath it. Yet Shaolin teachings remind us mastery begins with awareness of what is hidden, what trembles quietly before it becomes obvious. Intention is the deepest whisper of all. It can be glimpsed in small gestures, in the energy they radiate even without words. After the equinox, intentions become more transparent, like water settling after a storm. Some will reveal loyalty, some clarity, some hidden motives that have lain dormant. To observe this is not to judge, but to understand, to read the currents around you with precision and humility. Watch closely, feel the vibrations in every interaction. These shifts in energy are not merely signs of change in others, they are mirrors of the universal rhythm, guiding you to discern alignment, truth, and the deeper currents that shape every connection you hold. In the quiet moments, the world reveals its truths, if only one is willing to see. Shaolin teachings remind us that action without understanding is like striking the air, effortful, yet fruitless. Before any step is taken, before any response is given, observe deeply. The gestures of those around you carry meaning. A subtle shift in posture, a fleeting glance, a pause between words. These are the echoes of intention, often louder than speech itself. Habits are the silent language of the soul. The way someone handles difficulty, how they react to small inconveniences, even the patterns of their daily life, each tells a story that words alone cannot capture. Observe without interruption, without impatience. Let the rhythm of their behavior unfold naturally, as if watching the flow of a river. Through this patience, Understanding arises not from assumption, not from desire or fear, but from clarity born of disciplined attention. Words, too, are vessels of hidden truths. Listen beyond their surface, to the cadence, the hesitation, the subtle emphasis. Often, what is left unsaid carries more weight than what is spoken aloud. In this attentive space, insight emerges quietly. It teaches that wisdom is less about knowing others and more about seeing clearly without judgment, without the rush to conclusion. True mastery is cultivated in this stillness. The mind trained to notice, to wait, to perceive, without intrusion, becomes a mirror. It reflects reality as it is, not as one hopes it to be. Action then flows from understanding, precise and harmonious, rather than reactive or forced. Through disciplined observation, the hidden layers of character and intention reveal themselves, offering guidance not only about others but also about the observer's own capacity for patience, discernment, and inner strength. In these silent practices, one discovers that true power lies not in haste, but in the measured attention that transforms awareness into wisdom. Emotions often arrive quietly, like whispers carried on the wind. They are not mere reactions, they are messages from the soul, signaling truths that the mind alone cannot always see. When interacting with those close to you, pay careful attention to the feelings that arise. Each flicker of joy, unease, or calmness carries meaning, a subtle reflection of alignment or discord beneath the surface. A strong sense of resonance, a feeling of ease and connection, often indicates that energies are in harmony. When this occurs, interactions flow effortlessly, words feel authentic, and presence itself seems charged with understanding. These moments are not random, they are the quiet confirmations of shared purpose, of intentions and energies moving together in balance. Ancient traditions, including Shaolin teachings, recognize such resonance as a form of silent communication between beings, a confirmation of mutual alignment with the greater rhythm of life. Discomfort, however, is equally telling. It may arise as a subtle tension, a fleeting irritation, or a sense of heaviness that lingers beyond the immediate moment. These feelings often reveal hidden misalignment, truths about character, intentions, or unresolved energies that have yet to surface. Discipline and mindful attention allow one to witness these emotions without immediate reaction, observing them as signals rather than threats. In this way, inner mastery is cultivated, the ability to perceive subtle currents, to act with clarity, and to maintain balance while engaging with the world. The soul speaks in emotions that the eye cannot always see. By listening carefully, by honoring the messages within, one develops a refined intuition that guides not only relationships but also personal growth. Each interaction becomes a lesson, each feeling a mirror, and through disciplined awareness, the heart learns to navigate the unseen patterns of alignment and misalignment, discovering wisdom in the silent language of the spirit. Silence holds a power that words often cannot reach. It is not emptiness, but a space where truth begins to surface. Shaolin monks have long understood this, training their minds to dwell in stillness, to observe without interruption, and to sense what lies beyond the surface of speech. In the quiet, subtle energies reveal themselves, intentions, alignments, and the hidden currents that guide behavior. When sitting in silence with another, notice how the atmosphere shifts. A pause in conversation, a shared breath, or even the absence of reaction can speak more clearly than any explanation. The heart and mind become attuned to vibrations that are otherwise lost in noise. A fleeting hesitation, a calm presence, or a tension that lingers all convey messages about the alignment of their spirit. These are the signs often overlooked, yet they carry profound insights about character and authenticity. Stillness is not passive. It requires discipline and mindfulness. To sit quietly without rushing to fill the space demands patience and inner strength. It is in this disciplined silence that discernment grows. The mind, freed from the clutter of constant thought and assumption, becomes a mirror reflecting the essence of what is present. Through repeated practice, one learns to read the energy of a room, the subtle shifts in another's presence, and even the hidden motivations behind actions. Silence transforms observation into understanding, allowing judgment to give way to clarity. Each quiet moment becomes a lesson in inner mastery, a reminder that truth often arrives not through explanation but through attentive perception. In these hushed exchanges, one discovers a profound law of connection, that presence, attentiveness, and disciplined stillness are the keys to perceiving the world as it truly is, beyond words, beyond appearances, and beyond the illusions of haste. True character is revealed not in rare moments of brilliance, but in the quiet consistency of repeated actions. Shaolin wisdom teaches that the essence of a person is reflected in their habits, in the choices made again and again, long before words can claim meaning. Occasional gestures may impress, yet they do not reveal the depth of intention. It is in patterns, in the rhythm of daily life, that authenticity speaks most clearly. Observe closely how those around you respond to challenges. Some falter under pressure, revealing hidden fears or untested patience. Others rise steadily, their actions measured, deliberate, guided by a quiet inner strength. Success, too, is a mirror. Those who achieve without arrogance, who navigate triumph with humility, reveal the true alignment of spirit. Conversely, repeated missteps in handling power or advantage disclose a soul still learning balance. Moral choices carry the deepest significance. Decisions made consistently in favor of honesty, compassion, or restraint illuminate a pattern of integrity. Choices that repeatedly bend toward convenience, avoidance, or self-interest hint at hidden misalignment. After the equinox, these patterns often magnify, as cosmic balance reflects outward, making actions and habits more visible, more instructive. Discipline lies at the heart of this observation. One must cultivate patience to watch without rushing to judgment, to allow patterns to emerge naturally over time. In doing so, inner mastery deepens, not through control of others, but through clarity of perception, understanding the subtle currents that shape human behavior. Through careful attention to repeated actions, a map of authenticity emerges. It guides decisions, relationships, and spiritual discernment, offering insight far beyond what fleeting gestures or superficial words could ever reveal. The rhythm of life itself becomes a teacher, and through mindful observation, the true nature of those around you, and perhaps even your own, unfolds with quiet, unshakable clarity. Mindfulness is like a lantern in the dark. It illuminates what is often hidden, revealing the subtle rhythms of life that pass unnoticed by the restless mind. In the quiet practice of presence, the senses awaken and intuition becomes a clear, steady guide. Each moment holds messages, and to perceive them fully requires a mind that is calm, disciplined, and attentive. When fully present with another, small details emerge, a fleeting expression, the cadence of their words, the way their energy shifts in response to yours. These signs are rarely obvious, yet they carry profound meaning. The practice of observing without distraction allows one to detect the underlying intentions and alignment of those around us. In this attentive space, even the most delicate signals become visible, offering guidance for understanding and discernment. Mindfulness is not merely observation. It is the cultivation of inner mastery. By training the mind to remain present, one learns to act with clarity rather than reaction. Impulses fade, and decisions arise from understanding rather than fear or habit. This discipline strengthens the ability to maintain personal boundaries, honoring both your own energy and the integrity of others. When attention is clear, it becomes easier to recognize which connections nourish the spirit and which drain it, guiding actions that are both wise and balanced. Ancient traditions, from Shaolin to Taoist practices, have long emphasized the importance of awareness in every interaction. Life is a continuous dialogue between energies, and mindfulness sharpens the perception necessary to navigate it with precision. Through this practice, the observer learns to move through the world with patience and discernment, transforming ordinary encounters into lessons in clarity and self-mastery. The mind that is fully present does not merely witness life, it understands it. And in that understanding, the ability to act wisely, to protect one's spirit, and to align with truth emerges naturally, like the steady flow of a river carving its path through the landscape. There's a quiet clarity in the presence of those who walk in alignment with their higher purpose. Their energy is steady, like a mountain that neither sways with the wind nor trembles under passing storms. It radiates calm strength, consistency, and focus, an invisible harmony that touches everyone near them. Such energy is rare, yet unmistakable, a reflection of disciplined inner cultivation and mindful living. Humans are naturally drawn to resonance. Your own energy, shaped by intention and awareness, will gravitate toward those who share a similar frequency. It is not a choice made consciously, but a subtle pull, as if the universe nudges you toward the connections that nourish growth and understanding. This attraction is more than comfort. It is recognition, a silent acknowledgement of alignment between spirit and purpose. Observing these patterns provides a guide for cultivating meaningful relationships. Notice who leaves you feeling centered, inspired, or at ease, versus those whose presence disturbs your balance or dims your clarity. Shaolin and ancient spiritual teachings alike remind us that our closest connections are mirrors of our inner state. By discerning alignment, one learns to nurture interactions that support growth, wisdom, and shared intention. Alignment is not about perfection or constant agreement. It is the quiet consistency of values, intentions, and presence, amplified by disciplined awareness. Those who maintain this energy create a space where learning, patience, and authenticity thrive. By recognizing it, you are invited to step fully into your own purpose, drawing toward you those who reflect the path you seek to walk. Through this understanding, relationships transform from mere interaction into conscious connection. Each person encountered becomes a teacher, a reflection, or a companion on the journey of self-mastery. Energy, alignment, and intention intertwine, guiding the observer toward bonds that resonate deeply, naturally, and enduringly with the soul. The people around us often serve as mirrors, reflecting aspects of ourselves that remain hidden beneath the surface of everyday awareness. Their words, actions, and even silences can reveal traits we have yet to fully acknowledge, strengths we take for granted, fears we prefer to ignore, or patterns we have not yet mastered. Ancient teachings remind us that the outer world is a reflection of the inner, and that clarity begins with careful observation of these reflections. After the equinox, this mirroring becomes particularly pronounced. The balance of light and dark, of energy and stillness, seems to heighten perception. In interactions with others, subtle traits may become magnified, patience may reveal a latent wisdom, tension may uncover a hidden insecurity, and generosity may illuminate a deeper capacity for compassion. These moments are not coincidences, they are invitations to awareness, teaching lessons that words alone cannot convey. Disciplined observation transforms these reflections into tools for self-mastery. Instead of reacting to what others show us, we can choose to see them as guides, pointing to the areas within ourselves that require attention, growth, or refinement. Shaolin philosophy emphasizes this continuous cycle of reflection and learning, where the mind and spirit are sharpened through deliberate awareness, patience, and mindful response. By embracing these mirrored lessons, the observer cultivates inner strength and clarity. Every encounter becomes a doorway to understanding one's own patterns, refining character, and strengthening the capacity to navigate life with balance and wisdom. The reflections of others serve not as judgments, but as quiet teachers, offering insight into the subtleties of the self. In this practice, self-mastery is not an abstract goal, but a living process. Each post-equinox interaction becomes a subtle, profound reminder that growth is cultivated through attention, reflection, and the disciplined pursuit of understanding both the world around us and the hidden depths within. True mastery is never born from knowledge alone. It requires the delicate balance of insight and empathy, a mind that perceives clearly, and a heart that understands without becoming entangled. Ancient traditions, including Shaolin teachings, remind us that wisdom is incomplete when it lacks compassion, and compassion is incomplete when it lacks discernment. When observing the actions and energies of others, approach with neutrality, notice patterns, gestures, and words without rushing to judgment. Understanding does not mean absorbing their burdens or letting their discord unsettle your inner calm. Instead, it is the ability to witness fully, to recognize the truths present, and to respond from a place of centered awareness. Each interaction carries a lesson, a subtle mirror reflecting qualities both in them and within yourself. Empathy becomes a tool, not a chain. By sensing the currents of emotion around you, you gain clarity about alignment, intention, and the nature of connection. Compassion allows the mind to remain clear while the heart remains open. It creates a space where judgment does not cloud perception and where boundaries are honored naturally without conflict or resistance. Discipline strengthens this balance. Through meditation, mindfulness, and mindful reflection, the practitioner cultivates the ability to remain present amidst energy that is shifting, unpredictable, or challenging. The result is a refined awareness that perceives truth without being consumed by it, a mastery of both self and circumstance. In this state, every interaction becomes an exercise in wisdom. One learns to act with clarity, respond with integrity, and maintain equilibrium in the face of complexity. Compassion and insight work together, ensuring that understanding does not diminish strength and empathy does not erode boundaries. True mastery is thus a living practice, a harmonious interplay of awareness, heart, and disciplined presence, guiding the practitioner through the subtle, often hidden currents of human connection. After the equinox, the world around you may feel subtly different, and so too may the people closest to you. Their actions, words, and energy carry messages that reveal hidden truths, offering a quiet mirror for reflection. By embracing the practices of Shaolin observation, mindfulness, and compassionate discernment, you gain the ability to perceive these signs with clarity. These moments are not simply coincidences, they are invitations. Invitations to align with those who resonate with your higher purpose, to understand the patterns of energy that flow through your relationships, and to deepen your own journey of self-mastery. Awareness transforms ordinary interactions into lessons of insight, patience, and spiritual growth. Take time each day to observe with calm attention, to listen beyond words, and to feel the subtle currents that connect you to others. Let these practices guide your choices, strengthen your boundaries, and nurture relationships that uplift and inspire. In this gentle attentiveness, the rhythms of life become clearer, and the path to inner balance grows more visible. May these teachings help you move through each day with wisdom, compassion, and peaceful presence. If you found guidance and clarity in this message, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, Shaolin Soulfire, where ancient wisdom meets mindful living. Let us continue this journey together, cultivating awareness, insight, and harmony in every moment.